today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Vikings, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Might Micah Parsons, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd down and 10. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, this is blocked. The Vikings have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. A quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the give, here's Gibbs. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they get
out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have regained the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The Vikings at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance, get your fresh...
Right back to him on first down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gaskin will score. Touchdown, Vikings. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And this defense rejuvenated apparently as they drop him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. An inside give to Jones. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tip Ryman, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. There, we're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Vikings. Xavier Legette with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. 20! Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 44 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looking to throw. There's a nice move. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. That one a first down pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, it's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Waddle downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, it's gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now gone. Throw caught by Raymond. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To the air again. Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back to throw. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Touchdown, Vikings! Xavier Worthy, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5. Jefferson moving in motion left. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Up the middle, Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now. Convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Up the middle, Nwangu. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. He's to the 15. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jordan after the lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try. On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. They'll run it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the... They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That one complete to Leggett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Second and 10. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. There's a beautiful throw there. He's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and goal from the 1.
63.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tip Ryman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's off. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, that's Ligon. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And with that last completion, folks, he now owns the NFL record for most passing yards in a single game. Second down, here's Hurts. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And Hurts going to move him around. On second and goal. Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Xavier Legette, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So out now come the Lions. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Ligon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Minnesota, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month. Chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.